Some days I want to get away when we gon' get rough, when we gon' get tough. Something deep inside my body says you are more than enough, so don't give up, keep it moving, yeah, keep it
round 13 of the National Premier League SA. Today's big clash between Croydon FC and Modbury.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's got to be HPG. HPG Homes.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City.
Francesca, the captain. Number 11, Francesco Schmitzi. Number 13, Daniel De Troia. 22 is Matthias Aloisi. 27, Joku Wall. 19, Luca DeCiccio. And 17, Lachlan Wilson. It's 6th versus 10th in the ladder. Croydon sitting 6th on 18 points with a +2 goal difference. If Croydon win today, they could potentially climb as high as 2nd on goal difference, but only if Adelaide United lose to Comets later, Beargrad lose on Monday to Raiders, and Campbelltown lose to Burculla. So a lot of dependencies there. Croydon come into this round on the back of 2 3-1 wins against Playford and Burculla. Jets are sitting 10th. They're 1 point above the relegation zone occupied by Burculla. And Raiders, of course, bottom on 9 points. Modbury can't catch Para Hills Knights today, even if they do win, because the gap is 5 points. But Modbury are coming off a draw last week, which would be encouragement for them. Nothing each against Adelaide Comets. They can take some heart from the games that they have lost. Modbury they've only lost 3 of them by 1 goal, and a few of them by just 2 goals. So beaten several times, but not by much. did meet back in round 2. Jets had a 2-1 win at Smith Partner Stadium that round. Patrick McGregor scoring in the 3rd minute, Hamish McCabe in the 55th. Luca Trimboli pulled one back for Croydon in the 88th minute. And last year honours were even. At this ground, Modbury had a 4-0 win. And at Modbury, Jets had a 3-2 win over Croydon. Over the last 8 years, Croydon have won 5 of their matches and Modbury won 4. No draws. So evenly matched, I would say. Referee today is Regis Quiflick and assisted by Ellie Seaton and Alexander Diamond. It's round 13 of the RA NPL. Love the game, why not study it? Flinders University now offers degrees in sport, teaching, psychology, social work and more at its new city campus. Apply now for mid-year entry. And we are underway. McCabe now launches the ball forward to this near side. As Modbury look to try and make their way into the middle of the park. Croydon crowd them out though. Samoto makes his way to the ball, but it's cleared by Cameron O'Doherty. It is a blowy afternoon here. It's been pouring with rain in various parts of South Australia and Adelaide. Croydon have got an excellent facility here. So we're sheltered from the elements. A slight hold up just now while the corner flag is returned to its position. Regis Quiflick serving as pitch maintenance man. Flag lost from its little turret down in that corner. Anyway, Daniel Margouche gets us back underway, launches the ball forward for Croydon. Goes out on the full, and it's a throw in on the far side for Jets. And again taken. Luke Clement gets his head to it for Croydon. Thomas Greco picks it up, but Modbury Jets have it back again. Francesca plays it to O'Doherty, receives it back. Jets content to play across the back there. Here is Francesca again. Play up the wing. Interception by Christopher Vivian though, and Croydon come away with it. Francesca picks up again for Modbury. Working the ball down that left hand side. Eventually it comes back to the unmistakable figure of Joku Wall. Croydon yet to really gain any kind of meaningful possession here. We're only a couple of minutes in, but it's been all Jets so far. But the offside trap is sprung. Assistant in this near side, Alexander Diamond, indicates that's the case, and Daniel Margouche will take the goal kick for Croydon. Margouche gets us back underway, launches the ball forward. Liam McCabe and Hamish McCabe combined there in the middle of the park. Modbury Jets still have it. Olmapor gets his foot to it though for Croydon, and they break down the attack. Comes out to this near side. Here is Oscar Slattery. Opts to go back to James Pawley. And eventually it comes back to Bolmapor on this near side. You've just joined us, it's nothing each in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. You're watching the South Australian RA NPL. RA, proud supporters of football here in South Australia. It is Modbury Jets in the light blue, attacking the goal to the right of your screen, facing Croydon. Croydon FC, formerly Polonia, who are attacking the goal to the left in the all-white, well, it's not all white, it's an all-white top, but it's red shorts, folks. Strip. Here's Balmapor now. Can't quite get to his foot. It has a little tug at the shirt of Luca DeCiccio. And it's a free kick for Modbury Jets. Luca DeCiccio, top scorer in the reserve league by a mile. He's got 19 goals in the reserve league. Came on as a substitute last week in their 0-0 draw with Comets, and obviously did enough to impress coach Maurice Natal to get a start this week. Just 2 changes to Modbury Jets' starting 11 from last week. Patrick McGregor drops to the bench, as does Zachariah Abdullahi. Luca DeCiccio comes in, and Lachlan Wilson also starts. He was a substitute last week. As for Croydon, no change at all into their entire starting squad, other than Luca Trimboli changes his shirt number from 16 to 12. Commentator's nightmare, that. Christopher Vivian now finds Balmapor. Plays a nice triangle with Thomas Greco, and Croydon have it still. There are 4 games in the RA NPL being played today. This is the first one, 2:30 kickoff. Croydon Kings obviously 0-0 here with Modbury Jets. At 3 o'clock, Campbelltown City host West Torrens McCullough as Croydon make their way into the middle here. Para Hills Knights play Playford, also at 3 o'clock. Thomas Greco's into the box here now on his left foot, tries to make a little bit of space. He's crowded out the Jets players. Still has the ball at his feet, goes to ground, nothing given by Regis Quiffelich, and Modbury Jets come away with it. And as far as Luke Klimek though, now Balmapor. Oscar Slattery in this near side. Actually play the ball outside to James Pauly. It's a nice left foot cross into the back post. And for Passia John to chase unsuccessfully, and the ball goes out. And there, the 4th game that's been played today is Adelaide United's youth team. They're playing Adelaide Comets. Slightly later kick-off for that due to the inclement weather we've had here in Adelaide. And that game has indeed actually been moved from the grass pitch at Service FM to the synthetic surface at the same stadium. 20 mil of rain forecast for today, and I think most of it's already fallen. It was torrential this morning, but now just overcast, very blustery, and slight drizzle. Throw in the far side for Croydon. Luke Klimek to take, captain, Mr. Polonia if you like. Resolute servant of this club. Here's Passia John, he's brought to ground, and free kick given. A clumsy challenge on that far side. Passia John winning the free kick for Croydon just at the edge of the box on the far side. Looks like James Pauly and Luke Klimek are over the ball there. You can see from the corner flag in the background there that it really is quite blowy out in that park, so that might wreak a little bit of havoc throughout the day. But it is Pauly with the free kick, his left foot. Opts to go short, and it's struck very nicely by Hisamoto. But blocked, and Jets tried to come away with it, but they haven't quite got the ball. Just Quiffelich plays advantage, very good refereeing. Straight through, here's a one-on-one chance, shot over the bar, and Sinitsi really had a great opportunity there to put Jets 1-0 up in the counter, but he's put his shot over the bar. Great referee in there to let the play flow. There was an infringement earlier on, but Regis Quifflake played advantage very well, and I think Francesco Schmitzi must be kicking himself after that. Decent opportunity for Jets, who've really struggled to score this year. They've only got 11 goals in their 12 games. 0-0 draw last week, and really not finding the net as readily as they did last year, and that's caused them to maybe be a bit further down the table than they would be otherwise. They are third bottom, and they're 5 points adrift of Para Hills Knights, who are immediately above them. Even a win today won't get them out of that bottom three. Remember, the bottom two go down. The bottom two are relegated to State League 1, so you don't want too big a gap opening up between yourselves and those teams above. So important game for Jets. They just haven't clicked this year, though. Here comes James Pauly on his left hand side. He crosses it in. I think that was Adam Martinello, a snapshot. Actually, Luca Trimboli, my apologies. Great opportunity for Croydon at the other end. Jets eventually clear their lines there despite the press from Croydon. Here's Luke Klimek, the throw on the far side, goes short to Thomas Greco. Eventually Paul McClure ends up with the ball here on this nearer side. Good shot there. Trying to find Maya Hisamoto. Unsuccessful. The attack breaks down, and it's a goal kick. Alexander Woodlands to take. 10 minutes gone in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. Nothing each here in the RA NPL match between Croydon FC and Modbury Jets. Jets again opting to try and play out from the back, and Croydon pressing very effectively. Despite that, Jets have won the throw. Croydon really keeping them pressed up in their own half. Sissio now. There's the ball out wide. Schmitzi's on this near side. He hasn't been picked up, but the momentum is lost. Liam McCabe. Tries to be Hamish. McCabe in, out in that far side. Doesn't come off. Croydon have it. Laporte goes back to his goalkeeper Daniel Margush, and Croydon look to build up on the other side. Pauly gets his head to the ball, which Schmitzi clears. Thomas Greco, nice play by him, although that final pass just a little bit wayward. Christopher Vivian will now see this one back to his goalkeeper Daniel Margush. Here's ball on the floor now. It's Greco. Vivian now. Back, patient. Happy to rebuild. Here's ball the floor now. Oh, that's a great pass. Flattery. A little bit of a goal by scramble, and it has crossed the line. Patrick John has scored, and it's 1-0 for Croydon, taking everyone by surprise. 13 minutes gone in the RA NPL here, and Croydon have gone 1-0 up. Great work by Slattery down the left-hand side to get his cross in, and passage on. Eventually stabbed the loose ball home. John was a goal scorer last week in their 3-1 away win at Clayford. He adds to that this week. 2 goals in 2 games, not a bad return. Probably a little bit disappointed with that. They've started lightning up in this first 14 minutes or so. Indeed, had a chance to go 1-0 up. Schmitzy was right through the goal. To squander the opportunity. Now find themselves 1-0 down. But it's far side now. Back to his goalkeeper, Migration clears. Took it very nicely. And Morris Natal on that far side. Cave with the throw. And his brother Hamish. Finally back with the rugby wall now. Back to his goalkeeper who clears. A little bit short in the drop there. Greco now needs to go forward. It's a solid tackle by rugby wall. Greco still on the ground. He's holding his face. Pause and play while the doctor is summoned. Just joined us, we are 15 minutes in on the One World LED Sports scoreboard. It's 1-0 for the host side Croydon FC. Modbury Jets arguably had the better, or enjoyed the better of the play in the first 10 minutes or so, but come undone in 14 minutes with a Passia John goal following a goalmouth scramble. Jets have had their chances and started well. Indeed, Francesco Schmitzy had a chance one-on-one with the goalkeeper to put Jets 1-0 up after just 5 minutes, but he shot over the bar. Here is Schmitzy. He's beaten by Balmapore in the air though. And here come Jets down this near side. Schmitzy has De Souza in the middle. Doherty tries to get it back to Schmitzy. Doesn't quite make it. Oscar Slattery wins the throw in for Croydon. James Pauly will take the throw in this near side for Croydon. He goes line. Look at Trimboli now with a left foot stab to find Passia John. The pass doesn't get to him. Jets have contrived to give it away maybe a little bit too easily. But they retrieve it back immediately. Here's Liam McCabe with the throw in on the far side. McCabe goes line. Vivian gets up highest for Croydon. Wins the header. Concedes the throw, which McCabe now takes again. Lachlan Wilson from Modbury Jets makes contact, wins the throw. McCabe with it in the far side again. Right in front of the One World LED Sportal scoreboard, which is showing a 1-0 lead for Croydon, courtesy of a Passia John goal in the 14th minute. Ball forward. Vivian gets his head to it. Klimek clears. Goes about 50 feet in the air and about 2 feet forward. Thomas Greco picks it up. Finds Passia John and he goes back to Luke Klimek. Chip forward there for Hisamoto. Didn't quite come off, but they do have the throw in Croydon on the far side, which Luke Klimek will take again. Klimek now takes that throw, finds Greco. Greco plays a 1-2 with him. Hisamoto. Nice little cross into the middle. And that's a decent enough header from Oscar Slattery, but it's just gone over the bar. Croydon playing with a very strong breeze behind their backs. Jets opting to play out from the back again. Here's Joku Wall. Challenged by Luca Trimboli. Some dispute over the decision that's been made, but it's a throw-in for Modbury Jets. Throw-in's got to be taken back where the ball went out, of course. So, eventually that happens. Here's James Polly with a throw in for Croydon now in this near side. Over the top for Slattery. He's taking it down nicely with his thigh. Gets his cross in with his left foot into the middle of the box. Cleared by Liam McCabe. Croydon still have it. Klimek now. His cross come shot, finds Passia John. Incidentally, I would say. John still has it at his feet. Looks to try and get the space to get the cross in. He does so. It's in at the penalty box. Hisamoto with a header. But what about the save from Woodlands? A beauty. End result is a corner on the far side. James Polly to take. Polly takes that now, near post, it's low. Intercepted by Francesco Schmitzi and it goes out by another corner on the far side. James Polly to take again. This corner's a bit deeper at this point. Punched away. Jets come away in this counter again. Croydon are back in numbers and Hisamoto is the player there who intercepts and puts the ball out. Allows a bit of breathing space for Croydon. Throw-in's taken. Francesca goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, Alexander Woodlands. And he plays out to Joku Wall. Here come Modbury Jets now down the right-hand side. Daniel Margouche now. Clears for Croydon. Only as far as McCabe. Tries to play in Schmitzi but doesn't quite make it. Vivian's the man who's got the ball for Croydon. But Jets win it back again. Modbury Jets playing in their unfamiliar grey and light blue. They played in that last week. Maybe it's a superstition. They didn't lose last week, so maybe they've opted to stick with the light blue shirts and the battleship grey shorts. Here comes Oscar Slattery down the left-hand side now. Gets his left foot cross in. No, he opts to go back. Plays it along the ground for Hisamoto, and Regis Quiffelet goes to ground. No penalty given there, Regis. Considered a dive, and we play on. Here come Modbury Jets into the middle of the park. And that's a great piece of defending there by Christopher Vivian to deny Shimizi. Corner's taken short. And it's ineffective, but they do win a throw in. Taking a while to take it, but eventually as Dan Ball comes into the middle here, Shimizi tries to make a little bit of space for his shot, doesn't quite come off. It comes back to Joku Wall. Plays it out to this near side. Daniel DeTroya. DeTroya receives it back. Cameron O'Doherty now. Thomas Greco wins the throw. James Pollard with the throw in for Croydon now. Goes down the line. DeTroya and Slattery in a challenge with each other. Slattery has the ball. Plays it inside to Trimboli. He finds Greco. Greco's first touch is good enough to keep possession, and Klimek has it now. Out to Passia John on the far side. But eventually it goes out. Samoto now finds Greco. They're forced back, Croydon, but they're happy to keep the ball. DeTroya now. Doherty forced back. DeTroya has it. Slattery plays in Hisamoto. Final ball just lacking perhaps, and eventually it goes out on the far side. Jets throw in the far side. Liam McCabe takes. Absolutely powers the throw down there. Shimizi eventually fouls his opponent. It's a Croydon free kick. Margush clears. Hisamoto's up there, but Joku Wall gets the header in. Klimek into the wind and the sun for that matter. DeTroya clears for Modbury Jets. Here's DeCiccio. Wins the throw in. Hamish McCabe. Doherty's robbed. Here comes James Paul. He's got a little bit of space, a little bit of time to think about what he needs to do, but not a lot of options, to be honest. He opts to play it along the ground to Passia John. He plays a 1-2 with Greco, and Passia John's forced out wide. He's on his right foot. Doesn't get the cross in. Ball's still in play. Passia John still has it. But eventually it goes out. The assistant on the far side, Ellie Seaton, indicates it's a corner. James Polly will take this corner. And then it comes to the near post. Klimek looks to flick it on. Maybe mistimes his header a little bit. And it goes all the way through. And cleared by Modbury Jets. The other games in the RA NPL due to kick off very soon. In the Women's National Premier Leagues here, Campbelltown City are 2-0 up against Flinders, and a crucial match for Campbelltown as they look to try and get themselves off the bottom of the table. Campbelltown's men will be kicking off very soon as well. They play West Torrens-Burculla. The two games being played concurrently at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre. But don't go anywhere, folks. You just watch this game and I'll keep you updated with all the scores elsewhere. So you don't need to go anywhere. You're watching the RA NPL South Australia. It is 1-0 on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. Half an hour gone here at Regency Park, where Croydon FC find themselves a goal to the good, courtesy of a Passia John strike from about 3 yards out following a goalmouth scramble in 14 minutes. Jets maybe a little bit unlucky to be 1-0 down. They could have been 1-0 up themselves when Francesco Schmitzi was put through after about 5 or 6 minutes. Put his shot over the bar. He won't be happy about me constantly reminding him about it, but it was a bit of a game changer, that critical moment of the match. You do wonder what Jets would be doing now if they had scored that one, and if Croydon subsequently would have got their goal. $15 minutes to the break. It's been a terrible morning for the weather here in Adelaide, but at least the rain stopped now as Passia John tries to get his cross in, wins the corner on the far side. James Polly will make his way over to take this. Corner kick in the far side. Next to that, we can see how blowy it is, that corner flag. Polly hits the corner into the middle. It's ineffective and Jets clear the lines. Luke Klimek with the throw in the far side. Finds Passia John, brings it down nicely, plays it back to Klimek. Greco, Klimek, Trimboli all playing nicely together there in that triangle. Passia John with the foul and Liam McCabe there. Free kick for Jets, which they've already taken. Lachlan Wilson gets a toe in there. Finds McCabe. That's a beautiful through ball. Schmitzi's missed it again. Difficult one maybe to anticipate as it came through for him. But it's gone out in the far side. And it must have come off a Croydon boot because it's a Jets throw. So maybe I was being a bit harsh on Schmitzi there. Must have been a deflection as it came through to him. Here's McCabe on his right. Tries to find the space, doesn't quite get the shot in, it's blocked. Slattery now plays it out to Polly in this near side. And that's a great through ball. Woodlands gets there first though. Although offside has been given. I think for the run by Luca Trimboli maybe. Throw in the far side. Luke Klimek with it. Finds Trimboli. But Jets have it back again. That's a very solid challenge there by Adam Martinello. Concedes the free kick. And you would suspect a non-dangerous area, really. It's about 45 yards out. 40 yards out, maybe. Croydon don't bother with a wall. Isamoto was there for a moment, but here's the free kick taken now. Jockey Wall got his head to it, or did he not? It's judged to have come off a Croydon player, so it will be a Jets corner. And in fact, the linesman has assured the referee, or the assistant should I say in this day and age, has assured the referee that the ball did come off Jockey Wall's head. So forget everything I said about it being a corner, it's a goal kick. If you've just joined us, you're watching the men's RA NPL here in South Australia. It's 1-0 in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard between Croydon and Modbury Jets. Goal in the 14th minute from Passia John. There are two other games being played concurrently. They've just started. Campbelltown City are hosting West Torrens-Burculla. They're just 4 minutes in. It's 0-0. And Parahills Knights are hosting the Playford Patriots. It's also 0-0 there. They've only played 5 minutes. But it is 1-0 here in the earlier kickoff game. We started at 2:30. As DeCiccio picks the ball up now for Modbury Jets. Tries to play it forward to Doherty. He's crowded out. Greco has it. Wilson, DeCiccio combining well. Jets are forced back. Jockey Wall squeezes. He's passed out. Past the attention of Luca Trimboli. It's quite a physical match out there. And eventually Jets are the team that concede the free kick. And there has been a goal at Campbelltown City. West Torrens-Burculla have gone 1-0 up there very early on. At the Steve Woodcock Sports Centre. Campbelltown City's women are also playing right now. They are 2-0 up against Flinders United. But here it's 1-0 for the host side, who sits 6th on the ladder, Croydon. 18 points and a +2 goal difference. If Croydon win today, they can climb as high as 2nd. It's how tight it is, folks. But only if Adelaide United lose to Comets, Beargrad lose on Monday to Raiders, and Campbelltown lose to Burculla. You could go from 6th to 2nd in the space of, 90 minutes of football. But they do need results elsewhere to go their way too. But the ball is launched forward and eventually headed back by Daniel Detroit. His goalkeeper Alexander Woodland's a nice take. Jets play out from the back. Detroit goes back to Joku Wall. Back to Woodlands. He clears with his left. Doesn't get great distance, but he is kicking into a very strong breeze. Adam Martinello eventually gets it down for Croydon. Passia John now makes his way down that right hand side, whips across in. And it's safety first by Daniel Detroit as he clears his lines. Corner on this near side. James Pawley to take it. Luke Klimek did come short, but he's walked away now. Pawley's corner comes in with his left foot now. It's chipped in towards the spot, but taken very well by Alexander Woodlands in goal for Jets. Vivian with the head, wins it, plays it down to Klimek. He boots up into the air again. One for Passia John to chase. Luke Klimek now with the throw in the far side. Finds Hisamoto. Receives it back. Hisamoto's return pass is a little bit short, and eventually it goes out for a Jets throw in the far side. Liam McCabe to take. They get another chance at it. 5 minutes to the interval, folks. 1-0 for Croydon FC here. As Balmapor gets the ball for Croydon. Plays it along the ground to Martinello. He finds Klimek. It's given away quite easily. And that's a bit of a loose ball there by Woodlands, but Joku Wall's onto it. And here's Detroit now for Jets. Up this near side. O'Doherty. Joku Wall. Has Detroit on this near side, but opts to go back to his goalkeeper Alexander Woodlands. And he chips into the air and into the Croydon half. Jets still have it. Liam McCabe. Joku Wall. Back to Woodlands. Shimitsi. Chip over the top. One for DeCiccio to chase, and he's got to it. Forced back. Liam McCabe. Nice cross into the danger area. It's taken by Daniel Margouche, despite the attentions of the Jet strikers up there in Shimitsi. Hisamoto finds Passia John. Martinello tries to combine with Klimek. Doesn't quite come off. Croydon forced back. Christopher Vivian eventually clears. And it's a Jets throw in the far side. Liam McCabe to take. Finds Hamish McCabe. But they can't quite bring the ball under control. And it's a bit scrappy in that far side, but Jets have another throw in. Shimitsi. They've gained another 5 or 6 yards from their endeavour, and another throw in for Jets on the far side. McCabe finds DeCiccio. It's done well, returns it back to McCabe. And eventually Luke Klimek clears. Very congested in that far side. Thomas Greco looks to try and find a little bit of space. But referee Regis Kriflik pulls the playback for an earlier incident. Free kicks taken. It's launched into the box. Joku Wall will get there first, I think. And he just ushers it out for a goal kick. We're into the 45th and final minute of this first half. There will be some additional time, I would say. Maybe just a minute or two. Jets just quite ineffective in front of goal, to be honest. The build-up play is all right, but when they get in front of goal, they just really haven't tested Daniel Margouche through this first 45 minutes. Alexander Woodlands in the Modbury Jets goal has been the busier of the two custodians. Pulled off a magnificent save against a Hisamoto header. And of course, conceded a goal in 14 minutes when Passia John stabbed home a loose ball to put Croydon 1-0 up. Here is Margouche with the goal kick. Well, sorry, the free kick. Goes into the Jets area, but it's cleared. Thomas Greco now for Croydon. They try to build up on the right-hand side. And they do win the throw-in. Comes into the middle of the penalty box. Cleared by McCabe. And that's it. Referee Regis Quiflick blows his whistle for the half-time break. It is 1-0 on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. A Passia John goal in the 14th minute. The difference between the two sides at this point in time. An entertaining enough first half. Not a lot for Modbury Jets to write home about in terms of what they've got in that final third, but they'll need to do some personal investigations there to try and make a change in the second half. But Croydon can come into the break probably happy enough with the 1-0 lead. There are some upcoming cup matches, of course, folks. Metro Stars, Adelaide Comets, qualifying final for the Australia Cup. Round of 32, semi-final for the Federation Cup on Wednesday the 11th of June at 7:30 p.m. And Adelaide Croatia Raiders FK Beograd the following Wednesday 18th of June also at 7:30 p.m. Be there for the upcoming cup matches. Tickets are available for purchase via footballsa.com.au/tickets. That's footballsa.com.au/tickets. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for the second half of this men's RAA NPL South Australia match between Croydon and Modbury.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Hi, Stephen Curry here. Way too many Australians are seriously injured or die on our roads, and everyone has a right to get home safe every day, no exceptions. Let's champion road safety for all our sakes. Remove distractions, keep your phone out of sight, don't speed, drive tired or under the influence, and talk with friends and family about staying safe on the road. For more info, visit the website, take the pledge and wear a yellow ribbon on yourself or your car to show your support. Let's all stay safe out there.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Shot from the edge of the corner of the 18-yard box and Luke McGarry unable to pick that out, and that's gone in at the far post. And he's done so, and he's made it 2-0. Contender for goal of the week. He knows Luke Magello off his line, and he's chipped him from about 25 yards out and taken a 2-0 lead.
Hi, Stephen Curry here. Way too many Australians are seriously injured or die on our roads, and everyone has a right to get home safe every day, no
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Hi, Stephen Curry here. Way too many Australians are seriously injured or die on our roads, and everyone has a right to get home safe every day, no exceptions. Let's champion road safety for all our sakes. Remove distractions, keep your phone out of sight, don't speed, drive tired or under the influence, and talk with friends and family about staying safe on the road. For more info, visit the website, take the pledge and wear a yellow ribbon on yourself or your car to show your support. Let's all stay safe out there.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Shot from the edge of the corner of the 18-yard box and Luke McGarry unable to pick that out, and that's gone in at the far post. done so, and he's made it 2-0. Contender for goal of the week. He knows looking to get her off his line, and he's chipped him from about 25 yards out and has taken a 2-0 lead.
Hi, Stephen Curry here. Way too many Australians are seriously injured or die on our roads, and everyone has a right to get home safe every day, no exceptions. Let's champion road safety for all our sakes. Remove distractions, keep your phone out of sight, don't speed, drive tired or under the influence, and talk with friends and family about staying safe on the road. For more info, visit the website, take the pledge and wear a yellow ribbon on yourself or your car to show your support. Let's all stay safe out there.
What I'm excited about, like the most, how we can come together, learn about everybody, because we're not the same, but we're somehow the same.
The community came to government to express their concerns about young people. It is our role to listen and it's our role to act.
There's so many kids wanting to play the game from all walks of life.
African Youth Program was established to help Africans through sport, cultural identity, mentorship.
Having a program that's going to target the African children, given it's their sport of choice, presents a huge opportunity to link participation in football with education, which is a perfect thing.
I think the African Youth Program will be a very inclusive program with different teams, different schools coming to play with us.
It's like a very big opportunity to expand skills, knowledge, and in different areas of life.
Most of the kids will grow from this program to be able to become valuable, positive contributors in our society.
Like a voice to be spoken with and not being scared to show your skills.
This empowerment program has many different aspects to it, and of course sport is one of those, but it's actually really about finding your place in the world.
I think everybody's pushing in the one direction to make sure that we can make a real difference.
It's not just a game, it's a very passionate sport that millions of people around the world love to play. That's what football is.
Ryan with the free kick. Comes off Cameron Woodford's. Oh, what a save. What a save by Cody Ostrich.
Lining up. Sent into the area. And it's great save there from Woodlands. And we'll give another corner in the end, but
have all 3 points tonight. Although, still possible opportunities. Jai King-Byrne with the header. And Vaughan, I think, had to make that save.
Hit it and does. And he forces a great save from Magetto there and pushes it wide for a corner.
Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG.
Has a little bit of space, takes it down nicely and plays a nice sweet ball to Millie Scott. Scott on the run now has a shot and she's beaten her opponent to the far post and opened the score for Metro United. Fine goal by Millie Scott and it's 1-0 in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. Rushes aside, great. Comes out to Hadaj. She finds Mansueto at the far side, she's onside. Nice touch by Mansueto to get past her opponent, she struck that beautifully. And Metro United have got themselves back ahead. After some fine work on the far side of Victoria Mansueto. It's 2-1.
Back to Noto again, just putting a ball into the centre.
Welcome back to Regency Park for the second half of this men's RAA NPL match, South Australia, between the host side, Croydon FC, and their rivals in light blue, Modbury Jets. I'm your host, David Grant, and I'll be taking you through the second 45 of this intriguing encounter. As far as I can see, there are no substitutes made at half-time, but if I do pick up on that, I will let you know. Referee Regis Quifilek waiting patiently just at the edge of the centre circle for the players to ready themselves for the second half of this match. Croydon sitting 6 as of the start of play today on 18 points, a +2 goal difference. And the league is so tight that if they win today and results elsewhere go their way, they could go from 6 right up to 2nd. Jets, meanwhile, sitting, unfortunately, down near the bottom of the table, the third bottom in the ladder at the start of play today. Can't catch Para Hills Knights above them, who are 5 points clear, but a win would certainly be most welcome for them as they try to ensure that the gap between the bottom 3 and the teams above doesn't get too great. We are underway. It is 1-0 on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard, courtesy of a Passia John goal for Croydon in 14 minutes. And listen, folks, do you love the game? Why not study it? Flinders University now offers degrees in sport, teaching, psychology, social work, and more at its new city campus. Apply now for mid-year entry. Why wouldn't you? If you love sport. If you love football. Cleared by Woodlands. Jets trying to bring the ball under control. Eventually it's done so through Hamish McCabe. Finds Liam on the left-hand side. Makes his way at the box. Croydon back in numbers, but McCabe still has it. Gets his snapshot in. But it's blocked by Christopher Vivian. Goes out for a corner. Liam McCabe down on the corner flag now. You can see how breezy it is down there. He'll whip this cross in with his right foot. Goes into the middle of the park there. Ball bounces out the back there, and it's picked up by Daniel Margouche, who wins the goal kick. Daniel Margouche now with the goal kick for Croydon. Goes high into the sky. Jets win it though. Liam McCabe launches the ball forward. Eventually it comes back to Troy on the far side for Jets. This game is one of 3 that's being played concurrently. We did kick off a bit earlier here. We started at 2:30. 3 o'clock kickoff at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre, where Campbelltown City find themselves at 1-0 down to West Torrens McCulloch. A very early goal. And at Parahills Knights are playing Playford at the Paddocks. 35 minutes gone there. It is nothing each. In State League 1, there are a few games on just now as well. Adelaide Corbers are hosting Fulham. They're 3-0 down. Cumberland are hosting the Cove. It's nothing each there. 35 minutes gone as well. But here at Regency Park, Croydon, who started the day in 6th spot, find themselves 1-0 up against Modbury Jets, who languish in 10th, with West Torrens McCulloch and Adelaide Croatia Raiders below them on 10 and 9 points respectively. It's an important game for Jets if they can get a win here. They won't get out of the bottom 3, but they'll close the gap to the teams above. And for Croydon, consolidating a top 6 place, paramount. They take their corner. Samoto with a cross into the middle. Intercepted though by Francesco Schmitzi. Throw in the far side for Croydon. James Pawley with it, goes down the line. Target was Oscar Slattery. Hisamoto has a wee half chance here, but Joku Wall's got the ball. Croydon win it back though. Slattery's the player trying to get to it. Obstructed, albeit legally, by Daniel De Troya. Jets have the throw in the far side. Excuse me, Croydon have the throw in the far side. Throw is now taken. Slash is a little bit of trouble getting it under control, but the ball's kept in play. Joku Wall clears for Jets. Detroit, a nice little flick back there. Finds Hamish McCabe. Tries to play in DeCiccio. Here's Liam McCabe. Forced back. Lachlan Wilson. Finds Joku Wall. Daniel De Troya. Plays in Jesse Francesca. Eventually it comes back all the way to Mateus Aloisi for Jets. He pushes the ball forward. Christopher Vivian gets his head to it though, and it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Daniel Margouche. He distributes forward. Klimek under pressure from Liam McCabe, clears. James Pauly in the far side just sees that ball out and he'll take the throw in for Croydon. Comes down the line. Here's Hisamoto. Little stab forward. Nice little ball. Look at Trimboli. Finds the space. Cuts it back into Passia John. Doesn't make the connection. Went for it with his right foot for some reason. And the shot was blocked. Jets come away with it. Shimitsi. Ball was cleared by Christopher Vivian and bounces back down onto the pitch. Off the roof. Liam McCabe takes the throw. Jesse Francesca finds Joku Wall. His pass is a bit wayward and Maurice Natal gets his second touch of the game on the far side. Sissio, nice little ball out to the far side. Shimitsi's in the middle if they can get the ball across to him. Croydon are back in numbers now and the chances may be wasted. And eventually it's cleared by Passia John. Jets now roaming forward. Cross comes in the middle. Judged to have gone out. It's a goal kick. Daniel Margouche now with the goal kick for Croydon. Kicking into a very stiff breeze there. Always a bit of a gamble. And it's gone out, it's a throw in, which Jets have now taken. Joku Wall now. Finds Mateus Aloisi on this near side. Hamish McCabe, heavy touch, goes out. A throw in for Croydon, which Luke Klimek will take. Look at Trimboli. Klimek blasts the ball off the feet of Liam McCabe. Throw in for Croydon. Been another goal in the Women's National Premier League's match between Campbelltown City and Flinders. Campbelltown now 3-0 up there. The Troyer clears for Modbury Jets, so here at Regency Park. Ball to the far side, the Sissio to chase. Gets to it. Ball has gone out. And it's a Croydon throw. 10 minutes into the second half. 1-0 in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. Passia John goal in the 14th minute. Separating the two sides. Passia John beats Regis Kvevalik in the 50-50 ball there. Still has the ball at his feet, but sort of ran out of ideas. Hisamoto has it, receives it back to Passia John. He's forced back. Joku Wall tries to head back to Liam McCabe, who's playing left back today. It's a great through ball there by Thomas Greco. Pauly gets it first, cuts it into Hisamoto. Nice turn and shot. Doesn't quite make the connection though. Croydon missing the opportunity to go 2-0 up. Difficult ball though for Hisamoto as it came across him in that breeze. Woodlands clears, goes long. Shimizu doesn't get the better of Christopher Vivian though. But Jets still have it. Here's Hamish McCabe. Powers down the left-hand side, outside of the right foot cross. Deceived everybody. Woodlands must have got a hand to it because it's gone out for a corner. Corner on the far side then. Liam McCabe to take it, if my eyes don't deceive me. Has a little bit of trouble getting the ball to remain static, but he takes a short one to Jesse Francesca. Receives it back, gets the cross in. It's held up in the breeze. Breaks back to Francesca, finds Hamish McCabe. Can't quite get the connection. Passia John and a foot race with Joku Wall, and he's got the better of him too. Passia John still going down this right hand side. He still has it. Uses the body well. And eventually Lachlan Wilson for Jets. Gets the better of Passia John after that run. Breaks the attack down. And it's a throw in the far side for Croydon. James Pawley with it now. Luca Trimboli goes back to Oscar Slattery, makes his way to the byline, gets his left foot cross in, goes back to Passia John, who leaps like a salmon to head that, but it goes out in the full. And I feel Croydon having the same difficulty going forward in that final third as Modbury Jets did in the first half. Just that wind, that breeze up there is maybe just a bit too much. Slattery now on the far side for Croydon. Wilson finds Greco only. Greco makes his way forward. Greco has it again. He's emerged from nowhere there. Thomas Greco. It's a bit scrappy in there. It's congested, and eventually the ball breaks back to Joku Wall. He plays in his goalkeeper Woodlands, who clears just around the grounds. 1-0 for West Torrens-Burculla. It's half time there. Half time just gone at Para Hills Knights versus Playford. Nothing each there. A little later tonight, Simon Jimenez will be commentating on Adelaide United Youth against Adelaide Comets at Service FM. That's after this game. In State League 1, Fulham United are 4-0 up at Cobras. Cumberland United and the Cove are nothing each at half time. And Adelaide Vipers are 1-0 up against the Adelaide Blue Eagles. Here's Liam McCabe now for Modbury Jets. Skips past Luke Klimek. No infringement though, and it's just a throw in. Liam McCabe with a throw in now in this near side. Goes in towards the middle. He was looking for Shimizu. It didn't come to him. Francesca ends up with the ball on the far side. Jets skipper. Forced back to Daniel DeTroya. McCabe. Joku Wall maybe mistimes his leap a little bit there. I don't think there was any malice in it. I think he's just mistimed the leap. It's gone over the top. Referee decides a little bit differently, has a quiet word. I don't think it's a booking. I think it's James Pawley who's the player who's down there. Excuse me, it wasn't. It was Luca Trimboli. He's back up on his feet and looks to be in good health. He's made his way back up to the forward line where he's lined up against Joku Wall again. Free kick's now taken. Daniel DeTroya in the corner now. Oscar Slattery brings him to ground. An arm around the neck. Easy decision for the referee to make there. It's a free kick. Slattery now. Now the team able to really bring the ball down under control. It's popped up in the air. Joku Wall gives chase, but it'll go out. So the throw in for Modbury Jets on the far side. Thomas Greco eventually ends up with it for Croydon here. Makes his way forward. He's chased by Lachlan Wilson. Eventually brought to ground. The initial contact taking place just outside the penalty box. Greco falling into the penalty box. So free kick given just outside. Adam Martinello over the ball to take this free kick. Does that. Wasted. Goes straight into Alexander Woodland's arms. He collects and distributes. Here's Hamish McCabe in this near side. Has Liam in the overlapping run, but opts to turn back inside. Pass to the far side to Giuseppe Makeda. Just a little bit heavy and it goes out. Joku Wall now for Modbury Jets. Gets the ball before Luca Trimboli. Jets have the throw in the far side. Joku Wall intercepts the ball there. Target was Trimboli, didn't quite get to him. Jets have it. Here's Liam McCabe. Looks to find Hamish McCabe. Who's fouled by Luke Klimek. Free kick for Jets. Francesca with this free kick now for Modbury Jets. With the breeze behind him. Goes to the far side. Modbury Jets preparing a double substitution. Lachlan Wilson and Matthias Aloisi, the two players who are leaving us. Actually, look at DeCiccio as one of the players who's leaving us. And on comes Zachariah Abdullahi, who started last week but found himself on the bench this week. He was straight in up front. And Patrick McGregor, number 6, is also on for Modbury Jets. So McGregor and Abdullahi are on. And they made those changes very quickly, but I believe Luca DeCiccio and Lachlan Wilson are the two players who've gone off. It's a straight swap for the players who started last week versus the players who were on the bench last week. "68 minutes gone in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. It is 1-0 for Croydon, courtesy of a 14th minute goal by Passia John, who scored after some good build-up play on the left-hand side by Oscar Slattery. Here's Patrick McGregor. Finds McCabe. Abdullahi now gets his first touch of the ball. Makes his way in the middle of the park. Has a shot, decent shot. And a great stop by Alexander Woodlands. Sorry, Daniel Margouche. Comes back to Abdullahi. Got another shot at it here. And another stop by Margouche. And excuse my mistaken identity there. That was a good double save there by Daniel Margouche in Croydon's goal. Liam McCabe now with the corner. On this near side. He'll hit this with his right. Towards the penalty spot. Punched by Margouche. Joku Wall now for Modbury Jets. Tries to play smartly in front of Maya Hisamoto. Doesn't win that one, and Hisamoto has the ball. Here's passage on this near side, facing Daniel De Troya. And Zachariah Abdullahi is forced back. Luke Klimek. And eventually, plays brought back for the foul on Luke Klimek by Zachariah Abdullahi, who protests his innocence, but I would agree with the referee. I think he was fairly guilty there. Klimek takes the kick. Hisamoto gets a glancing header in. Greco finds Passia John. Onto his right. He wanted to have a shot, but the ball just didn't set up nicely for him. Martinello pushes it out to Pauly on the far side. Here's Oscar Slattery now. Pauly in the overlapping run. Tries to play it back to Slattery. It doesn't come off. And eventually it's cleared by Schemitze on the far side. Francesca finds McGregor. His first touch is good. It takes him past Klimek. And Abdullahi's in the run here now for Modbury Jets on the left-hand side. He's got a bit of time and a bit of space. Makes his way into the edge of the box. Goes into the middle. And a nice turning shot by Shemitzi, but it doesn't come off. It's a great stop again by Margouche. McCabe. Final ball goes out though. And Margouche, another great double save. "19 minutes or so to go on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. It is 1-0 for Croydon, courtesy of a 14th minute goal by Passia John, which seems a long time ago now. But that goal separates the sides here in the RA NPL South Australia match at Regency Park. Corner kick now for Modbury Jets. McCabe whips it in with his left foot. The wind will take that straight out though. Not able to adjust for the conditions there. Corner probably needs to be hit a bit lower and with a bit more pace to be effective in these blustery conditions. It's dead easy when you're up here though in the commentary box. Daniel Margouche now with the goal kick. And that goes straight out as well. And again, got to consider the wintry conditions when you're playing high balls here today, I think. And that corner and that goal kick, both quite ineffective really, as the wind takes both, as it does Woodland's goal kick there. Throw-in's taken. Francesca wins the throw-in for Modbury Jets. Greco. Hisamoto. Back to Greco. He's bundled to the ground by Patrick McGregor. And it's a free kick for Croydon. As they prepare a substitution. And it's a short walk off for Oscar Slattery, who happened to be standing right at the sideline there when his number was called. And he leaves us. And Alexander Good comes on. Back underway, ball launched forward. Trimboli tries to get his head to it to flick it on. Alexander Good gets his first touch, but his first touch is just one that puts the ball out of play. It's a Modbury Jets throw in on the far side. Another throw in for Jets on the far side. Taken short. Hamish McCabe uses the body well. Joku Wall along the ground. Here's Daniel Detroit on this near side. Plays in Abdullah in this, also in this near side. Klimek looks to try and get a foot in. Abdullah beats Klimek, but the ball beats Abdullah. It's a goal kick for Daniel Margouche to take. Margouche with the goal kick. Floodlights now on. I assume some kind of precautionary measure. It's not that dark yet. McCabe with the head on. Shemitzi gets there first, gets the cross in, but it's too easily taken by Daniel Margouche. Passia John on this near side. Detroit and Passia John both claim it. It's given to Daniel Detroit. There's Patrick McGregor now. Has his shirt pulled, but it isn't noticed. Croydon still have it. Passia John tries to get the better of Daniel Detroya. Doesn't. Abdullah now has Detroya in the wing. Plays him in. Detroya now on his left foot. Doesn't fancy it. Comes back into his right. Plays it inside. Francesca from distance. But it's a bit high. Although not wide. And it's just seen out by Daniel Margouche. And that rattling that you might hear is the sound of the roof here. As the breeze picks up. I don't know if you can see the corner flag or even the goal netting. It's really very blowy here in Adelaide. Someone's going to have to go and help Daniel Margouche stabilise that ball on the synthetic pitch. In the olden days, you just dig a divot in the grass and the ball would sit in the divot. And Daniel Margouche protests his innocence there. I don't think there's much he can do. Maybe the referee, Regis Krifalek, will hold the ball for him, and a little bit of an exchange there between some Modbury Jets players who are expressing doubt as to the legitimacy of Margouche's claim that the ball has been taken by the wind, but I can assure you that would be nothing but the wind that would be taking that. If he kicks this into the air, it's probably going to blow straight back at him. And indeed it does go out on the full. A bit harsh and unforgiving by the Jets party to assume that anything other than the wind was playing havoc there. 12 minutes to go in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. It is 1-0 to Croydon FC, courtesy of a Passia John goal in the 14th minute. Free kick comes in. Clement gets to it first and clears. Good tries to get there. It broke to Daniel Detroya, but he couldn't quite get a clean shot on it. And it's a throw in the far side. JC Francesca with it. Finds Hamish McCabe. Finds Patrick McGregor. Receives it back. McCabe now makes his way into the middle of the park, but Croydon crowd him out. Thomas Greco has it now. There's a little bit of space. They've backed off him. Skips past Jockey Wall. Plays the ball out to the far side. Alexander Good makes his way to the corner. Croydon now still in possession. Ball was played forward by Adam Martinello. They're forced back to rebuild. Ball Mapor now tries to clear with his left. Blocked by Hamish McCabe, and that ball goes out for a throw-in the far side. To be taken by James Pawley. He goes down the line. Francesca tries to play it forward, doesn't make a clean connection, but wins a throw. Croydon clear the lines again. Luca Trimboli brings it down nicely, tries to play in Alexander Good. Is unsuccessful. It's a Modbury Jets throw in. 10 minutes left. As Croydon prepare another substitution. And it looks like Maya Hisamoto is the player who's leaving us. And he's been replaced by Santana Bartkowski. Felt Hisamoto had a a decent game. But maybe just time for a change. George Sonis, the coach at Croydon here, maybe feels adding a different complexion to what they have up front. Might make the difference. You do feel if Croydon can get another goal, it'll put it beyond Modbury Jets. The ball's played forward here for Hamish McCabe. He doesn't quite get there. It's cleared. But Jets do have the throw. Jets just a little bit ineffective in front of goal. And you do feel that if Croydon can get another one, it'll put the game beyond Jets. Daniel Detroit waiting for the ball to be returned so he can take the throw, get us back underway. Zachariah Abdullahi goes all the way back to the centre back, Liam McCabe. He's played every position there is this season. Throw in for Jets. Just started to lift their intensity a little bit with 8 minutes to go as they seek to salvage something from this encounter. McCabe plays in Daniel DeTroya. A misunderstanding between him and Giuseppe Macheda results in Croydon coming away with it. Patrick McGregor now. Abdullah on the far side. He has swapped with Macheda. On his left foot. It's a decent shot. And Margouche is beaten, but to be honest, he had it covered. The ball over the top anyway. Giuseppe Macheda. Zachariah Abdullah have swapped wings. Woodlands plays in Jockey Wall. Paul Mapore will get there first, you would think. He does, and he clears. Patrick McGregor now for Modbury Jets. They've got about 6 or 7 minutes to try and salvage something from this. He plays it out wide to Abdullah. Markowski. Not sure who he was trying to play in there, but it didn't come off. Modbury Jets have it. McCabe. Joku Wall. Hamish McCabe tries to thread it out here. Luka Klimek clears. Joku Wall gives the ball to Detroit, who takes the throw in. Here's Patrick McGregor, uses the body well. Francesca now challenged and loses out. Martinello has it now for Croydon. Plays in Alexander Good on the far side. Still has it, but you can see that that breeze is really slowing play up when Croydon try to go forward. Basically the ball makes its way all the way through to Daniel Margouche. And Croydon's goal. Into the last 5 minutes of this RAA NPL South Australia match. It is 1-0 on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED needs. A goal in the 14th minute from Passia John, the difference between the two sides. A rather unspectacular goal, but one that's crucial nonetheless. Here's Luca Trimboli making his way forward. There's Passia John. And Passia John's walked that one in. And Croydon have scored again. It's 2-0 now. And that is surely the game done and dusted. I can't see Modbury Jets coming back from that. Passia John walks the goal into the ball into the back of the net with just 5 minutes to go in the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. 2-0 Croydon. And it's a double for Passia John, who scored in the 14th minute. Passia John was a goal scorer last week in Croydon's 3-1 away win to Playford. 3 goals in 2 games, not bad return as Jets make a change. Francesco Scimitzi leaves us and Christian Dargenio comes on. And I'd say that game, or the game, is now beyond Jets. They've just been so ineffective in front of goal. They've only scored 11 goals in 12 games of football in the league. Really struggling in front of goal. Big difference from last year when they were finding the net on a regular basis. And I don't know what the solution is. They've still got the same players out there who were doing well last year, so something not quite working out for them. That's for the coaching staff to work out. But of the two, I'm sure George Sonis for Croydon will be the happier of the two coaches, assuming the scores remain the same. It is a tight competition though. Croydon started today in 6th. They can climb as high as 2nd on goal difference, but only if Adelaide United lose to Comets later. Beargrad lose on Monday to Raiders, and Campbelltown lose to Burculla. Campbelltown are currently losing to Burculla. Well, this will be the 3rd win in a row for Croydon if scores remain the same. 3-1 win against Playford last week and a 3-1 win the week before against Burculla. As we see, another substitution being made in the far side. Luca Trimboli leaving us. And being replaced by Junior David, who has 2 minutes of play to make a difference. And maybe he will. Here they come down the left-hand side now. Passia John in the middle. Junior David picks the ball up, plays in Passia John for a hat-trick, but the shot's tame and it's taken quite easily and comfortably by Alexander Woodlands in Modbury Jets goal. Francesca out to Abdullah in the far side. Junior David plays inside. Ball's chipped up in the air. Alexander Good in the far side now for Croydon. Crowded out by Jets players who are still playing for pride. Detroyer. Makeda. The ball deceives Klimek, and Makeda still has it. Greco's onto him. He's forced out wide. Christopher Vivian does well enough to concede the throw-in, but nullify the attack. Patrick McGregor for Jets. Goal kick, Daniel Margouche to take. It's Alexander Good right through the middle. Judged to have fouled his opponent though, and play is brought back. The 90 minutes are up on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. It's only a matter of time, and there can't be much of it. Throw in the far side for Jets. On the left-hand side they come. Can't get the cross in, but Croydon win the throw. James Pawley goes up to take this. He's not in any great rush, unsurprisingly. It goes into the middle. Passage on, looks to take. Miscalculates the flight of the ball, and Jets come away with it. Here's Zachariah Abdullahi now. Faces Ball Mapor. Gets the ball stuck under his own feet. And they clear. Here's Adam Martinello now. Inside to Santana Bartkowski. And it ends up with Marqueda on this near side. Jets still have it. Hamish McCabe tries to play it a crossfield ball, but it's congested and blocked by Croydon. Bartkowski's gone to ground, but they're playing on. Jockey Wall gets his head to it. Ball Mapor gets his boot to it. Passia John gets his feet to it. He still has it now, Passia John. Threads the ball through. Alexander Good, 1-on-1. Liam McCabe's back there to defend. And Croydon miss out on the third goal there that would have just completely finished this game off, as if it wasn't already. Passia John now for Croydon. Has a little bit of space, but not a lot of options going forward. So he opts to play it alongside. A sideways move to Thomas Greco. Junior David. Jets back in numbers to defend this. Passia John now on a hat-trick, remember. Hits with his left. Jockey Wall blocks. Plays in Abdullahi. There's no way forward there for Jets. 3 Croydon players look to retrieve the ball in that transition period. Eventually the long balls play forward. And it goes out for a goal kick. And that's it. The referee, Regis Kwivelik, has blown the whistle for full time. It's finished 2-0 here on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. Goal in the 14th minute from Passia John, followed up some 70 odd minutes later by another Passia John goal for the 2-0 win. I'm going to say the power player of the match, proudly supported by SA Power Networks, might be Maya Hisamoto. In my opinion, he did well in an entertaining game, which was really disrupted by the weather. Very, very breezy here, which went some way to sort of spoiling the event as a spectacle. Enjoyable enough though. I certainly had fun. Don't forget to watch the FSA League's YouTube channel for the Adelaide United versus Comets game coming up after. And if you fancy some women's football, West Torrens McCullough hosting Adelaide City. We've also got the Cup qualifying games coming up. Semi-finals of the South Australian Federation Cup, which doubles up as a qualifying final for the Australia Cup round of 32. Be there for these upcoming cup matches. Metro Stars playing Adelaide Comets on Wednesday the 11th of June at 7:30, and Adelaide Croatia Raiders playing FK Beograd the following Wednesday the 18th of June. Both games at Service FM, both games at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are available for purchase via footballsa.com.au/tickets. That's footballsa.com.au/tickets. Big cup games coming up. Don't miss them, folks. Get yourself out there and watch them. As for this adventure, well, it comes to a conclusion. It's finished 2-0 for Croydon FC on the One World LED Sportal scoreboard. I've been your host, David Grant. It's time for me to pack up and head down to Jack Smith Park. I'll be covering the West Torrens-Baculla Adelaide City Women's National Premier Leagues match down there. But you also have the option of watching another men's game if you want. Simon Jimenez will be taking you through Adelaide United Comets at Service FM very soon. Go make yourselves a cup of tea and rejoin us in the next hour or so for more football action. Hope you've enjoyed it. I have. See ya.